Blog Talk Radio.
I spent the week recovering from last week's show and how much of a debacle it was and telling everyone about it. And you know what? People were like, hey, I liked it. I like what you were talking about. The issues that you ran into weren't issues. And I guess I'm going to leave it right here. Oh, you're speaking with Ted Hicks. This is Late Night Parent Radio. I go by the name of, on Twitter, it's Real Ted Hicks. You can catch me on Facebook, facebook.com/late night parents. You can catch us also on Twitter under twitter.com late night parent. But most importantly, you can catch us on our website where we stream the show, and you can hear the show 24/7 at latenightparents.com. We're here. It's 8:01. Happy to be here. Happy to be back. So much has happened in the last week since our last show. And I tell you, I've spent the last week in a security audit. That's all I technically can say. I've been in a security audit and everything that comes along with that. At least it wasn't like a litigation hold or anything like that. However, we're happy to be here. Tonight's show is called March Madness. I thought I was going to go with the Northern Lights, Southern Lights, Eastern, and Western Lights kind of continuum. But I'm not. I'm going with March Madness because why? We have some of the best in the business tonight joining us. Nicole Monique joins us at 5 minutes past the hour from the hit show That's What She Said Sports. And then followed right up behind that, we have Danny Thompson, NBA DT29 on Twitter from Full Court Press Radio on Twitter. He's going to be talking totally March Madness, things that you need to know for tomorrow night for when the tournament itself starts. Did you pick your bracket? Who should you pick? I mean, from a novice perspective, if you don't know anything about it, you got to listen to tonight's segment. That's happening at 30 minutes past the hour. 45 minutes past the hour, we're going to have yours truly doing news and notes on the world of tech and education, talking a little bit about podcasting, just giving you some updates. But we're going to talk Windows 10. We're going to talk Apple Web Services TV. We're going to talk, what's going on, the latest and greatest. Some guests that we have coming up in the upcoming weeks. We're going to talk about Matricom. But with all that being said, we couldn't do this without the greatest radio partners in the world that we have here. And we have them near and far. Up close, we have our good friends at UNR One Radio with Mr. Scott Price. Life Improvement Radio coming in a very, very close second, nipping at the heels of UNR One Radio. Eric does it the best out in St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Florida. We love what you do with our show down there. We air every Monday at 10 a.m. You can catch us, Life Improvement Radio. You can catch us all over the place, guys. I mean, from RF Sports Radio to SC Radio, I-95 Sports Radio. Bobby Blackjack always holds Late Night Parents down. I want to know if we're going to move eventually to I-95 After Dark. Along with that, we have to say thank you to our good friends in the UK, Tiz Shearer, who holds us together every week. We air 4 times a week XRP Radio, and also I think we're also streamed in Australia. You can catch us in New Zealand time. Our good friend Cindy Conroy from Starlight Entertainment Radio. But it all culminates on the Happy Hour Network, where we're streamed live, and you can hear us. And if you're listening to us live right now, our number is 347-857-1947. The Happy Hour Network is the home of Late Night Parents. But, you know, I would also be remiss if I didn't give a shout-out to our good friends that we do a lot. The Happy Hour does a lot of work with. NGSC Sports. Ralph, you do it the best. And would you say we never stop? You're right about that. Our good friends and family at NGSC Sports and Happy Hour Network work together on various products and projects. You know, on Happy Hour Network, you can hear there's so many shows, from the Big Orange Show to Baseball, Beer, and Barbecue. That's my Saturday show. You know, I on this show, I really don't talk sports. We talk more technology and education and parenting. But on Saturdays at 10:30 a.m., Baseball, Beer, and Barbecue with none other than the CEO himself. That's Lee Val. And we talk with the best folks every Saturday. But you also on this station, you have Ryan Neiman from Sports District Radio. He's out of Illinois. He talks the best what's going on in Chicago, but he talks national stories also. We also talk with our good friend, E.J. Christian, the Earnestly Speaking radio show every Friday. I did say it, every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch all those great shows on the Happy Hour Network. Late Night Parents is independently syndicated all over the place, in Canada, in New Zealand, Australia, UK, New York, and LA. We're really happy with the growth of the show itself. So enough about me and enough about the bragging that I do every week when we talk about our radio partners, because why? We are powered on iHeartRadio through the NGSC app. Once again, we're here, 7 minutes past the hour. Happy to be here to join you to talk. We talk about the world of sports. We talk about the world of entertainment. We talk about the world of education. It's really the best of the best, but we're happy to be here. There was some talk about who commutes the most. Through various polls, New Yorkers commute the most. Guess what? I live in New York. I can tell you, this morning itself, just heading to work was a 2-hour commute. So I think the median for New Yorkers that commute, along with their work week, is 49.5 hours a week. That's their work and commuting time combined. Now, I'm telling you personally, for me to get from Long Island to New York today was a little odd because there was a broken track. That's what the Long Island Railroad folks said over the loudspeaker. But with that, it was a 2-hour commute, and that was just one way. So factor in, I don't know where they get that 49 and a half from, but this old boy right here is putting in a little bit more time than that. What else is going on in the world today? I mean, we got great stories near and far. We're going to be talking about Windows 10. But, hey, before we even talk about that, we're going to talk real briefly about what's happening next week. I think we're going to have a special show next week about streaming TV, streaming media, since it's the hottest thing. The hottest thing is really more about, are you ready to cut the cord? I don't know if you are, but I am. I'm sick of between Time Warner, Cablevision, Comcast, Lightpath, DirecTV, Dish Network, you name it. Why? Because they box you in. they box you into these various packages, whether it's a basic package, the silver package, the gold package, the platinum package, the premier package, or the package that I will soon be having, the wooden package. But, it's all about looking at what's happening with your subscription TV. We're talking about it. We're talking about streaming TV. We got folks calling in right now asking us about subscription TV, but we're going to be talking about it next week, and I think we're going to dedicate an entire episode to it. Why? Because it's really more about looking at the products that are out there, from the Roku to the Apple TV to the Chromecast to the Amazon Fire, looking at some independent networks that are coming up, independent vendors that are coming up that have their own solutions, getting the experts in here to talk about your options for moving away from cable and satellite TV. And I think we're going to even have the legalese are in here and what's legal to stream and what's not legal to stream. So we're going to cover all aspects next week. We'll talk about it later on in the show because, like I said, we're really excited. It's a topic that's been near and dear to me, and I've been talking about it via segment by segment since our show's inception in September of 2014. But without further ado, we're going to bring on a very good friend of mine. She hails out of Atlanta, Georgia, a place where I'll be in a few weeks to see my Mets smash our Braves, Atlanta Braves, that is. We have none other, the lovely and wonderful Nicole Monique. Nicole, how you doing?
I'm good. So basically, you're going to introduce me and slam the Atlanta Braves at the same time. Okay. I see how this works.
Oh my goodness! When I was on your show a few weeks ago, you were like, "Oh, the Mets, blah 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 blah." Oh, the Mets are this, the Mets are that. I had to give you your props. You and BG hold it down all the time. I even gave BG his theme music. So right. I'm happy to have you on. You were on last week. We talked about your show. We talked about where your show is going. I mean, we love it. We support it. Before we get into the topic of the parenting topic, some of the things you and I were texting about this morning, I want you to go into because I know you're moving to a bigger network. Tell me some of the initiatives to get it on that network and some of the things that we can help with.
Okay, well, thanks for having me on again. I love you. Whatever I can do to support you, and like you had said, you had been on my show, so I'm just excited to be back. And that's what she said. Sports. We're actually moving to a larger radio station. We've been blessed to where our audience is growing. So we're moving from AM 1100 to now we're going to be on AM 920, Talk 920 in the heart of downtown Atlanta. So I'm really excited about that. And with that move, with anything, like Ted, it takes money to move. So I've been going out diligently trying to get sponsors. We're also, if people want to donate towards the show, please do. That's something that we're working on as well. So just really excited. People are excited that the show has grown and just continuing trying to take it to the next level. So, and we'll be starting officially in June.
Excellent. Are you going to have the same weekend hours for the show, or that's still under development?
No, we're actually going to be moving from Saturday morning to Saturday afternoon, and I'm really excited about that, too, because I think with Saturday morning, we kind of ran into some issues as far as, obviously Saturday morning is kind of a busy time. So now we're going to be at the end. We're going to be from 4 to 6, which I'm really excited about because especially when college football season starts, most of the earlier games are kind of the hot games. So the afternoon is going to be wide open, and then we'll be before some of the big night games. So that's going to give us a lot to talk about. And just excited because it's a brand new station. It's a larger station. Like I said, for those of you who are familiar with Atlanta, we're going to be in the heart of Buckhead. So really excited about that. And the best news, Ted, will be the only sports show on that station. So the station is really going all out for us.
Wow. I'm telling you, I loved you on AM